Hi, this is a series that's going to be done on social emotional learning anytime, anywhere. Based on the educational system and actually in the world and in our everyday lives, it's important that we understand how to, as adults and as children, how to exist in the world socially and emotionally. And social emotional learning is a term that has kind of been trending um, across the states, but more specifically been introduced in Ohio in the last year and a half, 2 years, in regards to conducting certain activities in our classrooms to help students understand social, emotional things and how to manage those in their everyday life. My name is Tanya Sanders, and about 2 years ago, I completed my PhD in media and communication, and my focus was K through 12 engagement. Well, I had originally had set out to do like playing and gamification, thinking that that was going to be the connection to um, engaging students. The findings were, yes, that is, but more specifically, it was related to social emotional aspects. So it was about building and connecting relations and um, conflict resolution, understanding those things. And so deeply, social emotional and gamification are connected and integrated within each other. So that's how I've come to kind of dig deeper into the social emotional aspect. In my survey, I did a qualitative experiment, and through the stories of the people that I interviewed, teachers, students over age of 18, they continually said that they needed more from school, and that would have helped them be engaged. I thought it was going to be more of the instructional aspect, specifically. But when talking to teachers and students, they felt like their class could be more engaging if they could build connections, if they could make things more relevant to students, if they could have a student-centered approach, allowing the creativity and the personality of the students to come through in that. And the students felt that as well. Students felt like if someone instructionally cared about what I wanted and applied the instruction to that, it would help them learn and help them want to learn and be engaged. They never wanted it to be easy. They always wanted to be rigorous as well. You can see my email there down at the bottom, and throughout this series, I'll be offering my email, but that's how you can get in touch with me if you have any questions over these series or any of the stuff associated with social emotional. The entire series, okay, so it's going to be 2 different playlists, uh, and it's going to include, first of all, it's going to be this video that's going to have the YouTube information, the introduction. Then I'm going to talk about what is social emotional and kind of define it a little bit deeper. And then I'm going to go through each of the aspects of social emotional, defined even more detailed. Then I've decided, since it got a little lengthy and it felt like a great breaking point, I'm going to move this last bullet point into another playlist. And that could also be this playlist. So I'm going to use the same introduction for both of them. So you know that there's one series in the YouTube section that is introductory and just explaining all the aspects of social emotional. And then there's a part 2 that is going to be about how to teach those things. And it could be in different portions. Okay, so like another YouTube video on our channel here is called Connections Using Technology, Building Relationships and Connections Using Technology. That one will tell you that there's several different ways that you can integrate social emotional learning. So I can either straight up teach it. I can be like, manage your life, care about yourself, make friends, be diverse. I could just straight up have a lesson on social emotional. But the ones that I feel are more meaningful and save your time and productive are the ones where I can be teaching that skill through the curriculum. So if I want the students to have empathy, maybe I'll have them emulate or reenact something from history or something from a book. If we're reading a story, I want them, how would you feel if you were in this character situation? So you can utilize the built-in structure of your curriculum to help the students center on their emotional growth and learning through that curriculum. So like I said, there are going to be 2 playlists, and there might even be a third one that'll emerge from this that's about gamification, because gamification does have a lot of aspects that, conflict resolution and getting to know yourself, and getting to know other people and connecting with other people. So you're building things um, in your classroom while you're also building relationships and that kind of stuff. So it's kind of a gamified manner. Now, as all of these series, you're going to be given an assessment where you will receive so many contact hours for completing this, each playlist, and you have to receive 80% or higher. You will get an email notification either way. If you don't get an email notification, it probably means you enter your email incorrectly, because you're either going to get an email notification that says, congratulations, you passed, you received this percentage, and it should be 80% or higher, or it'll say, you didn't pass, try again. So you're going to get an email either way. And you can always email me at sanders@NWOET.org for any kind of complications you may have with that. And there are going to be some follow-up opportunities via email. If you shoot me an email, we could always video chat. We could meet virtually through a Zoom meeting and talk a little bit more about the social emotional.